Alright, hi everyone, Josh here. I've been kind of moving slow in Dreams, as those of you who follow me saw that I just put up my second level worth of rides. For those of you who haven't followed me yet, I'm Zuki, Zookey, on the PSN, and I love doing rides and roller coasters. That's what I've done a lot of in Little Big Planet. And I'm trying to get caught up in Dreams on that. And flat rides, which is rides that aren't roller coasters, I've gotten pretty decent at for the most part, but I'm still kind of learning how to get roller coasters right. And that's because in order to do roller coasters in Dreams, you have to engineer them the same way they are in real life, which means you have these first two wheels up top in a wheel housing. These are called the road wheels. They're the wheels on top of the track, and they like hold, not only follow it, but they also hold like the weight of the train and everything. Then you have this sideways wheel that goes up against the side of the track, and it's called a side friction wheel. It prevents the wheel housing from sliding off of the track sideways. And then you have a wheel underneath called an upstop that prevents the whole wheel housing from flying off the track from the top of it. And when I have a wheel housing like this where it's all wheels, it kind of works, but not so much. Like here, you have a test one here. And once it comes to a stop here, you'll see what I mean. The bolts don't hang on very nicely. They kind of wobble, and in some cases, they'll straight up sag where it'll go straight down. I've been following people's advice online. I've been trying to fix it any way I could. No matter what, I couldn't get it to obey and play nicely. So I was looking up YouTube videos of how roller coasters are made, and I saw a video by G2P, I believe it's called, or Enthusiast to GP. Like what GP stands for general public. Like it's basically a roller coaster enthusiast explaining different aspects of roller coasters. And he mentioned that in some cases on less intense coasters, the upstop wheels will be replaced by pads, where it's a non-moving part. It's just like a really slick pad. And so that gave me the idea of trying wheels this way, where I have right now nothing is connected because it's all tests right now, but I have these like ovals that are their physics are set to 0% friction, so they are slick and will slide across surfaces. And I'm using them to replace both the upstop wheels and the side friction wheels. So the only wheels we have on the track are these guys, just the road wheels, and that's it. And so I have this track here that I really quickly laid out. I have two different track styles. This is the aerodynamic Vekoma style track that most people associate with coasters. This style here is more of what we call like it's by Rocky Mountain Construction, what's called a Raptor track, where you make a track out of a solid beam of metal. And so I tested it out here, and it basically works. I mean, you get a little bit of jankiness there where it hangs up. Because I need to smooth out the track because you can see it's really bumpy there, and that's what's creating the issue. Is it's getting caught on the bumps, and when I pause it and let it go again, it will go on that. But I need to figure out how to make it smoother because you can see those little bumps there, and that's what's catching it. And sometimes it will struggle over it and then get all the way through. But anyways, that aside, the fact that I need to smooth this track out and figure out how to make it smoother aside, this is progress. We're getting close to being able to have roller coasters working in Dreams. And it's kind of nuts because, like I said, in Little Big Planet, I got pretty good at it. And let me go turn this bit of logic off. But Little Big Planet didn't have physics going in all three axes, or axes. I guess it'd be more pronounced axes. But it only had it going in two, so I didn't have to worry about side friction wheels. I only had to worry about the road wheels and the upstops, and that was it. So now in Dreams, I'm having to see how they make coasters in real life. And if the track was smooth all the way down, we wouldn't have that issue of jankiness. So now it's, I just need to figure out how to finalize the look of that while keeping the functionality. But the wheel housings are fine now. Now it's just refining the process of making the track, and the only thing I'm mildly nervous about is you can see that there's tons of individual pieces here, and I'm worried about having so many pieces that it ends up being a draw on thermometer. Although unlike my ride levels, the game's not getting mad at me right now, so I'm assuming that it's okay because when I build my ride levels, the little thermometer pop-up's always there yelling at me. So far so good. And like I'm thinking about playing with a seat design like this for it, so we'll have 2x2 rows Eventually, I might do a B&M style 4-row, but right now that's kind of what I'm going for. We're still quite a ways away from a fully working coaster, but I wanted to do this update just to show that advancement's happening. We're getting there to where it's working, and it seems to be playing nicer. And even though this one looks like it's handling all right, the style of using all wheels just wasn't getting there for me. It wasn't getting to a point where I felt like I could actually viably use it. So it's nice to see that this style of using frictionless pads to keep the wheels on the track will actually be a serviceable thing, and that we'll be able to move forward with this. So more updates as I get better at it. Thanks, everyone.